It's time to remove and try to fix this bonnet. So I'm trying to assess the damage of what needs fixing. So this has clearly been bent badly out, as has the other side. Okay, so I think moving it and trying to bend the, I don't know what this is called, but bend that back up is the first bit. Oh, I've just noticed this. Oh wow. The skin has been completely pulled off the frame there. Oh wow, look at that. Whole way along. So, right, so that's going to have to be, I guess, I don't honestly know how that's put on. Okay, well, so that's going to have to be done. Clearly this here where the stay is connected, the screws have been just pulled out here and it's been bent out of shape, so we're going to have to knock that back into shape. On the stay itself, we've been bent out, this is bent, and I think this is probably meant to be vertical down, so we're going to have to bend that back. Then hopefully this will come up and we'll be able to put some different screws in. This was bent, but I've sorted that already. And then on this side, okay, so you can see it's not quite all the way up against the whole way, but better than the other side. So, and then we're going to have to do a big paint job as well, but we won't worry about that for now. We'll just get it sorted temporarily. So we'll start by taking it off. Okay, so this is what I think I've got. It's come away from here because this has been bent up and it's pulled it away, so if I can get this to bend down again in some way, I think it would push that back over. So somehow I've got to get this kink out, and I think that will help pull it back over somehow. So I've got to get effectively this frame sorted, which I really don't know how I'm going to do. Lift it, needs to come up. Oh, blimey. Well, we'll start with a bit of I don't know, some hammer and dolly, I guess. If I put something under here to hold that in place and then push this down, that might be what it needs, so that's what we'll try. So what I've got there at the moment is I've just put the dolly under there and I'm just putting pressure on it, and I think that's made a little bit of difference in terms of flattening this out a bit. I think maybe I need to move it along, but I'm going to try this side as well. really going to have to get these to fold the other way. So I don't know if you can see an improvement on the left hand side, but what I did is I jammed a bit of wood under here at this angle where the bend was, and you still see a bit of that crease, but this allowed me to then put pressure on here and bang out this kink. So that is a lot better. It's not perfect. I think it will fall back if I manage to do something similar on the other side. So I will try filming it this time, but I need to see if I can get that piece of wood out, or decide if I'm just going to cut another piece for this side. And I think what I might do is just cut another piece for the other side. And that certainly, this is moving closer, so this goes down further. Well, it's not moving it much more now, but that's what we're going to try doing. Okay, well I know that's not perfect, but I think we're going to try a trial fitting with it like that, because that might be bent back enough to fit. Okay, so I've just laid the bonnet on top of the engine bay, and actually just here it's still sticking out quite a lot, and there's a bit here which is sticking out. So we're just going to take it off again and try to flatten that out a little bit. Okay, we're going to try fitting it again. See what it looks like. Okay, so those are almost hand tight. So that's it latched. Now I've got scratches on here, I don't know if that's from what work I've done, but that does go back down. Still rather too high at the back here, and it's not fixed on properly yet. So this is still bent out of shape, which I'm not sure how to fix. So it's but it's definitely it's curved too much or something, you know, there's a kink in it here. Which I've got to try to, but I'm not going to be able to do it quickly. And it's not quite going down as far as it should here either, so it still needs that bracket on the inside. The frame is still slightly out. but it is better. And if I bolt it might hold it a bit firmer. So we'll try that next. Okay, so following the issues, that's it back on, secure. I've also adjusted the latch now, which I hadn't bothered doing before because I knew how to fix it, but so this now will shut a bit more easily, but still very tight. So we're going to go take it for a test drive, put some petrol in, buy some bread, I think. So we'll see if we can fix you up to see the drive rather than me using the awful GoPro. Just come back from putting in some petrol. Remember in the last episode I adjusted the headlights for the MOT? Well, that doesn't look like I've done those very well from here. So that's dip and that's beam. Now this is on a slight slope, but I think tomorrow I'll be looking at that again. Interesting, fuel gauge is working, which I didn't think it was, but it also tried to stop on me twice, so I don't know how much I got in. I'll check my receipt, see how much I managed to put in, compare that to what a tank takes and go from there. Right, so we saw last night just how bad my lights were, so I found some more information on how to do it. Generally American rather than British, so I don't know if the rules are quite the same. They talk about backing your car up 25 feet from the wall, and then you line it up, the lights up to the bottom of your headlights, and really what you want is at 25 feet you don't want the light above, shining, you know, above the driver, the door into the window, so that it doesn't dazzle them. So I know these are a long way off based on what I did yesterday. I haven't got 25 feet. I've dropped down my workbench there and put a line on at the height of the bottom of my lights, and just on the other side here I've got the car ready. So the lights are in fact 8 foot and 6 inches away from there, so about a third of the recommended distance. So we're going to go through the process now of trying to adjust them. Okay, so we can see the one obviously far too high and this one far too low and off to the left. So we're going to start by trying to straighten that out a bit. So see, I think that might still be pointing too low, but because if you think about it, that's the bottom of my headlights. Okay, so that means my headlights something like that. So if that's the bottom, this is pointing down and down and down. But if this is as high as this one will go, I have a bit of a problem. So I wonder if I fixed it in properly. I can't see. I mean, it's just can't see how it's not fixed in properly. Well, I think I might have to try to find a bit of road when it's dark to test this out better. So that's beam, and that's dip. Well, I'm going to go with that for now, and I'll talk to them about it at the test if it's an issue. I think if it's only mild they're meant to adjust it, so we'll go with that. Okay, the next thing I want to do is straighten out this steering wheel. So the wheels are straight at the moment. I'm assuming the wheel is on splines, so hopefully this pops out. There should be a bolt in there, I think, and I should be able to pull the steering wheel off and turn it. So that's what we're going to try to do. Well, that bolt that was behind there came out easily enough, but I can't get that steering wheel to come off. I was expecting it to slide off at this point. When I can't see on here anything that's locking it in place. So I'm clearly missing something, but I can't see what's causing it to not shift at all. And I don't want to use too much force because well, maybe that's what's needed, but certainly don't want to break it. So I guess we'll live with it as it is for now, but if anyone can give me some advice on is it just I need to get some penetrating fluid in there to loosen it up, or actually is it done in a different way, because I was expecting to be able to pull this off and turn it so that it's the right way and fit it in on the closest set of splines that are there, but I don't seem to be able to do that. And I don't know if it's just that I'm not shifting it, so if anyone could let me know, that'd be great. Thank you.